Good morning. Today is Monday, March 19th. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Sadika. All 7th grade, please stay tuned at the end of the show for a special guest who will tell us more about the trip 2019 to Washington, D.C.
Our question for today is, what are some examples of privilege? 8th grade goal advisories, we will check in with you at the end of the show to get your responses to this question.
Future problem solving will meet today after school. This is our last meeting for the state competition on Saturday. Good luck to all of you then.
Spring sports for girls and boys track and field and boys tennis starts on Monday, March 26th. You can register online or pick up the information from the Student Services Office. If you have questions, contact Mr. DeVoe, Miss Bostrom, or Miss Mosby.
Yearbook staff. There are only 2 meetings left. We are almost there. We will meet this Tuesday from 8:15 to 9 a.m. in the ETD room.
The Trojan Pride Ambassadors, TPAs, are organizing a food drive that runs through Monday, March 26th, and we are asking all students and staff to take part and impact hunger in our community. Collection tables are located in front of the main office.
Chess Club has 1 more meeting left. Be sure you are there to get your fill of playing chess. We'll meet after school on Tuesday, March 27th in Senora Eugene's room.
Quiz Bowl will practice after school on Tuesday in room 200.
CORE with the University of Minnesota will meet after school on Wednesday in the Media Center.
There will be the National Current Events testing on Thursday in your social studies class.
KMO will take place during all 3 lunches on Friday in room 200. This week, we are celebrating the birthdays of these amazing students. Please take a look.
Students, are you interested in creative writing? Have you ever wanted to try an escape room? Do you love Star Wars? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, we have an amazing opportunity for you. East's 4th Annual Evening Mayhem event will be held on Friday, May 4th, after school from 4 to 9:30 p.m. May the 4th be with you. Get it? If you're interested in participating in this event, please scan one of the QR codes found around the school to apply. You'll be notified in the end of April if you have been selected for this event. Spots are limited, so be sure to apply before April 20th, which is the deadline. The cost for this event is $5 and dinner is provided. Please see 7th grade language arts teachers, Miss Anderson or Miss Lawrence, with any questions.
The EMS 5K is scheduled for Friday, May 18th, and we are raising money and awareness for Pinky Swear, a local organization committed to supporting kids with cancer and their families by providing emotional and financial support. Let's find out a little more about this organization.
We have 3 beautiful boys. They're 18, 15, and 10.
The boys are really good together.
Nick started having some coughing episodes. It would build itself up, and the worst day, he had 18 of these coughing episodes. We went to specialist after specialist and he was continually misdiagnosed. And so I insisted on an MRI. Within hours, they called to say, Nicholas has a brain tumor, and we can tell you just by looking at it, it's malignant, and he needs to go to the ER right now.
Seemed like things were finally starting to fall into place. She was into the hospital, I can't tell you how many countless times, from January to May of that year, trying to figure out why she was constantly puking. They decided to do blood work, and that's when they found the pancytopenia, which is what led to her cancer diagnosis.
I often tell people, you know that you're going to have critical, crucial, difficult conversations with your kids. You know you're going to have to talk to them about drinking and drugs and sex, but you never think you're going to have to tell your child you have cancer. I will tell you, one of the greatest resources for any family going through pediatric cancer treatment, children's cancer, are other families who have been through it or are going through it.
When I was telling her about how scared I was, I'm the only one working, we didn't have any income, and she started giving me ideas on how we could try to find a way to make it work so that we could try to live and focus on her. And Pinky Swear was one of the things that she suggested.
One of the many questions that goes through your mind is, how are we going to pay for this? That's a really unfortunate reality. I mean, there are just lots of things that insurance doesn't cover. And it's a huge pressure valve release for Pinky Swear to come in and say, hey, we'll take care of your rent, or we'll take care of your mortgage, or we'll take care of some regular expense that you have, so that you can use that money on these unexpected expenses that insurance won't cover.
For Pinky Swear to come along fairly early in the process, and for them to let us know that they're there for us when we're ready, and to let them know what we need and how they can help. It was an opportunity for us to kind of exhale a little bit.
Having that money come through,
It was a godsend.
it saved our
godsend.
lives, really. It kept us together.
I'm so glad that places like Pinky Swear are available and out there helping people like us get through that bump, to try to find a way to make it so that we don't end up losing our house, so that we can afford to pay our bills.
I am in awe of families who can take a tragic situation and make something positive come from that, and make it easier for other families down the road, even in the midst of their loss.
We hope you take part in the race. It's not too early to register for the 5K. Get a registration brochure from your advisor or pick one up in the office.
And now for the Caught in the Act drawing. Winners have demonstrated respect for self, others, property, and community. Please pick up your prize in the front office after the show.
Let's see who the lucky winners will be this week. The 6th grade winner is
Kat Perkins.
Yeah, it's easy. I just don't want to. Caught by Mrs. T, I believe. Yep.
Mrs. T. Congratulations.
The 7th grade winner is
Hayden D. Caught by Mrs. C. Congratulations.
And the 8th grade winner is Gracie, or is it Grace?
Gracie Patel.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, caught by Miss Harchi. Congratulations.
So, Audrey, what do the 8th grade girl advisors have to say about what are some examples of privilege?
Miss Allen says education and opportunity. Miss Mizraco says quality education. Miss Jeffrey says access to a good education, financial security, access to transportation, safe home environment. And Miss Harchi says education. My parents have jobs that pay them well, so I have a computer, sketchbooks, pets, etc. I live in a good place. I'm white, so I experience less prejudice. I'm the oldest, so I'm trusted more than my siblings.
Okay.
7th graders, please stay tuned after our outro for a special guest, Mr. Knudsen, who will talk about the 2019 Washington, D.C. trip. 6th and 8th graders, that's all for now.
want 일일러 난 너에게만 집중해 좀 더 세게 날 이끄네 태초의 DNA가 널 원하는데 이건 필연이야 I love it 우리만이 true love it 그녀를 볼 때마다 서술화책에 놀라 신기하게
Good morning, 7th graders. As you've probably heard by now, I am Mr. Knutson, and I am the person who leads the annual Washington, D.C. trip. As you can see, I'm sporting some fancy Washington, D.C. wear, and I just really want to invite all of you to come talk with me tomorrow at about 6:30 in the Media Center. It's a parent and student meeting where we're going to talk about the D.C. trip, the highlights, the logistics, and things that you need to know if you want to go. I thought I would just show you a couple samples. This is the Jefferson Memorial, which we visit in Washington, D.C. It's a fun place and a very interesting place. This is my middle school picture when I went to Washington, D.C. in 8th grade. We're going to move that away quickly so you don't figure out which one was me. And then this is a picture that was taken of our group several years ago. It used to be a little bit smaller group, but in the last 3 or 4 years, our group has grown a lot. So I really want to just give you the opportunity to come to DC with us. It's next year in May. And again, the parent information meeting is tomorrow at 6:30 in the Media Center. If you cannot attend and you're still interested, you can send me an email or have your parents send me an email. And many of you have RSVP'd. If you just show up tomorrow, that's okay too, because I know some people forget their forms or whatnot. I have a rough idea of how many people will be there, but I just really want to extend the opportunity to all of you. If you have any questions, come see me in room 125. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Thank you.